A few hours after my discharge from the psychiatric ward of Sacred Heart Hospital, I walked over to Wilson Elementary to pick up my daughter from first grade. It was Halloween, and the trees bore fewer leaves than when I'd last seen them 4 days before. As the leaves crunched under my feet, I anticipated my little girl's excitement when she saw me, for she did not yet know I'd come home. Then I turned around the corner onto the playground and remembered that my daughter would not be the first person I would encounter here. The smiles of the 2 other mothers pulled me towards them before I thought better of it. "Sarah," they exclaimed, "how are you?" "I'm doing better now," I replied thoughtlessly. "I was just let out of the psych ward this morning." I watched their faces contort with confusion and horror, and I realized too late the ridiculous awkwardness of what I'd just said. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, I lied, because suddenly the truth seemed utterly unfit for public consumption. "But they gave me medication, so I'm doing better now," I sputtered. The woman whom I knew better recovered her words first. "How awful," she replied. "But don't antidepressants take a long time to take effect?" Did they? I didn't know that. I felt no choice but to edge back toward the truth. "Oh, well, they didn't give me antidepressants. They gave me antipsychotics." The other woman erupted into nervous giggles. "You don't mean you were delusional?" I was saved by the bell. My daughter ran out, and she probably was happy to see me, but I don't remember that part at all. What sticks with me is that giggle. Women love to laugh about our children, making us crazy, pushing us over the edge, driving us insane. And what makes the joke work is that while we all know how motherhood so effectively unhinges us, we also know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we will hold it together, because insanity is something that happens to other people. Until, that is, you're hospitalized for postpartum psychosis. Ever since my hospitalization, if a friend laughingly says to me, "I'm losing it," I no longer laugh. Instead, I look her in the eye and try to see through to her very brain. I want her to know both that mental illness is real and possible, and that even if she doesn't qualify for a mental illness diagnosis, what she's feeling is worth attending to. I can't really blame the psychosis or the subsequent diagnosis of bipolar disorder on my 4th child. Sweet thing. It wasn't his fault that my illness had a postpartum label attached to it. But mothering, whether it is 4 children or 1 or 12, whether we mother a newborn or adults or anyone in between, motherhood breaks us. It breaks our bodies. It breaks our hearts. And yes, it breaks our minds. And I'm here to tell you, there is no shame in that.